arriving here with the backup.
They are. Dash forward here, up and over the top. Quick little refract out. Pina and Sephiroth is able to find two. As Sugar Zero and Absol both get taken down. Spike now. Dropped here within the site. The swing in. It was going to be good for a kill, but very much needs this assistance from XCL, who's just now arriving. This side of the map, the swing forward, but there's too many targets around that corner. Puts Laz down to 2, but cannot find it.
Nico just gonna have to walk around to see if he can find an easy target. It's 3 members, but 2 of them are quite low. Nico has a decent shot if he can whittle them down without taking extra damage. At 45 HP himself, the recon lets him know that the wraparound is a possibility. Laz not missing the shot. Quick reactions with the Sheriff.
Doom, but Nico just doesn't quite realize it. He's expecting some movement. None to be seen. A nice shot from Absol, but does get tagged low. And Kadoom plays off that gorgeously with that Spectre. Swaps to the Sheriff, has the headshot. And full sense have all but locked up this bonus conversion. Nico would have to go absolutely crazy here, and he cannot. Kadoom gets the 4K. Otter just trying to get out under the cover there of that fast lane, but Kadoom and Laz both can take it down. Push out over the top. Pina able to find one, but Sugar Zero quickly trades it back, and Potter's down to 11 health. Sephiroth's gonna have to do, never mind. I was gonna say all of the heavy lifting here. He ends up getting taken down, and Eco is in pole position to find the punish on Potter. That being said, he hits the op shot, but is still not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for him to keep this operator. See if he can get this kill. XTLL will find the angle. That's the op down and a round finally on the board for Zeta Division. Just trying to go for tried and true B site, but the Vice is here this time once more. Sephiroth has to stay alive. Only gets 1 before he goes down.
Into the corner here. But the gun barrel.
Oh no.
It's a bit of a sense of it, but still is going to be eliminated there as Honeybunny finds that kill. And that's one of the key threats now taken away.
Yeah, if you had held that position, there was such a good opportunity. But it's very heads-up plays from Zeta to recognize that they had left that entirely open. The first tap to draw out the gravity well.
Tap of the defuse, the commit not coming through quite just yet, but there's the salvos. Pulse of damage going to be found. Sugar Zero finding 1. Zoom trades it back. Honeybunny dead. XDL buying time, winning the round as the Armageddon goes across. Laz just has to back away. Can't keep them in this one, so Zeta Division will find themselves a second round win. Act is Hunter's Fury. He's very aggressively just off some of the spam damage that was found. Pulsing in towards main, but Kadoom kind of caught off guard there as Absol comes swinging around in towards back site. Displaces him, picking him out from dugout.
They still don't have control of it because they had to teleport back out. They're not able to hold on to the site.
Well, that kill coming through, certainly can gain that control. Absol.
Wouldn't have minded your ult.
Slide forward, the judge eventually able to find it. The overdrive going to be popped, an immense amount of damage dealt there onto Honeybunny, but the kill cannot be found. Getting spotted, playing it very wisely, very patiently. Getting a dink as well as the spray down. Zeta Division on the attack here. Trying to pull off some death from above with that Bucky, but quick little peek there from Kadoom. That's going to be a kill here onto Absol. Relay pull, gets the connection, and Potter!
What?
Mows down 3 with a Bucky! And just like that, Zeta Spears confirmed. Mustard forward, but it's going to be a 3-player crunch. It's having full sense in it towards Art. For 2, but now traded up. Sugar Zero does manage to fight back, so weapon can be scooped up, and it's a player advantage for the moment here for Zeta Division, but Potter's just going to get spammed down, and it looks like Zeta going to be working that same magic here.
Zeta will fish for it. Double, triple swing eventually coming through.
I mean, it looked like Honeybunny just died off the rip, but no, he actually managed to find the kill on the last just before that. As Multi goes across, Eco playing off the back of it, comes for the kill onto Pina. Spotted a Sephiroth as well as a tag, and it looks like Zeta are just going to go chasing into the B site.
And they've got the read that it should be weaker, but the Neon's fast here on the rotate. Sephiroth, a good angle. The Neon's here as well. The slide out! He's got a little too far. Eco ready for it with a crosshair of 4K for him.
Into this site, Potter holding close, holding strong, finds 1, but cannot escape XTL's grasp. Now the lockdown. comes through, and quick little check from Eco, but has to hightail it out of there. It's going to be a full rotation here. The
left.
3 remaining players over towards this B site. Moment, only Sephiroth, but looks like Full Sense starting to get an idea of this as the clock once again starts running low. Jump into the corner, the kill going to be confirmed. The spike now on the ground as Sephiroth holds his own. The reinforcements come in from behind.
That's it.
Not sure. Gonna be a little bit of 3-2-1. No, just actually chucks it over into the hands here of Honey Bunny. Pushed into the back. Eco trying to open things up a little bit more, but Honey Bunny now gonna be taken down. That's a spike. Stranded. 6 seconds remaining here in the round. Just enough to try to get the plant through. It's a 1v1. Swing
What?
it! And oh my goodness, XDL
How?
narrowly manages.
The only thing I can think of.
Oh, it's okay, he's retired. Anyway, and he's a world champion. XDL taken down, and Honey Bunny doesn't even get the chance to fire. Potter far too fast with the shots. Plenty of damage dealt to 3 of these players on Full Sense, but it's just Sugar Zero and Absol to try to see if they can turn this around.
And they'll be covering each other's backs as much as they can. There's 2 members very low on Full Sense. Wouldn't be the craziest possibility, but you can't take any damage in the first couple hits.
Swing in. Sugar Zero dodging it, tapping it, and Absol gets 1. Sephiroth, full HP.
Do you go
Sugar Zero is on the hunt. He's got no idea! But he gets the turn! Cage going through. Got the audio cue. Somebody pushed through. Here comes the jump, but it's going to be a double face in. They flush out Halls, but XDL now arriving on the scene, able to find 1. Laz going to be taken down. Potter's presence still confirmed. The slot forward. XDL taking him lower and lower, but needs to confirm the kill, and eventually he'll be able to do so. Spike in the meantime never got planted. And Sugar Zero will be able to find 3 scattered across the map. Laz, though, nearly getting timing, gets a bit of damage back, but ultimately loses his life as Sugar Zero picks up the kill. But trade is there. Sephiroth slowly walking his way forward into the site, but XDL quickly trades it back, maintains the player advantage here for Zeta as they look to lock up this round and tie up the scoreboard.
2v3 for Full Sense, and Zeta, they're going to ditch mid and regroup since Full Sense has to clear all of it. Once the clone pass.
Sending out the shot. Swing in, and Potter, instantaneous with that headshot. And oh my goodness, he is a mad lad, but still is able to find 1. Absol not going to be ready for Apina.
Lockdown still online for Laz.
Not sending it quite just yet. Looks like he wants to just see how dicey he can possibly be before he sends it.
Here.
So far, no real cause for concern. This XDL can find a target. Swing in the corner, Potter wins it. That's the rifle on the floor, as well as the rest of the players.
As pinched, has to give it up. The lockdown once again keeping them outside of the site. Oh, a slide through and picks off the operator.
What a shot from Potter. Absol dead. XDL rides the half wall there. Dugout does manage to find 1, and Sugar Zero takes up the enemy neon, but now the Steel Garden going to be invested. Apina able to find Sugar Zero as he tries to rotate out of it. Neural Theft getting the reveal. Salvo's going to be sent. Just about to get his primary back, but there it is. XDL, Honey Bunny, they both fall, and Full Sense will lock up their first map win here at the SPL over Zeta. With the frenzy, as things are getting frantic, but he's able to safely get his way back out over towards the spawn as Sugar Zero. Picking up where he left off. They've managed to find 2 here off the rip. The pre-fire as they try to recover the spike. Sugar Zero gets the kill, hears it hit the floor, and they know that they have this spike on lock.
Yeah, this should be the round wrapped up, and it's mainly because you just couldn't get any damage done as Laz over on the A side against the push out. Potter now taking so much
Sugar
damage
Zero
as well.
ace?
Okay, well, you surely set him up for it this time. Be a good teammate. The bait,
Die.
the bait.
Die!
Just go down.
Let him kill you!
What? XDL!
Double dash forward, Eco. And with that, Bucky not going to stand a chance. Potter just get in on top. It's a bit too quickly. There's XDL gone. Full Sense, rifles in hand, starting to look alive and well, but Absol here at elbow, quick peeks in, 2 kills found. Damage suffered, yes, but drifts away. Gets the reload off there at screens. Potter now getting ready to go on the push. Sees the gun barrel, swing in, the double tap. Absol finds himself a third. It was looking like a very solid start. Sliding away for them, but into a 1v1. Spike still dropped down on the site, Laz. I'm just wondering where he even goes for the plant right now. Taps it.
30 seconds left.
And okay.
Still not fully safe, but there's a paranoia. It's a double up against Honey Bunny, and Laz gets the kill.
We'll find him now. Eco has to turn his sights back over here towards Heaven. Sugar going to be able to find the one, but the Crunch is getting ready to come through as they now make their exit out of the garage. That's back over the top. Eco, tiny little bits of damage found, but cannot confirm the kills. As he was about to get wrapped on, but it's just going to be Kadoom and Potter. Go ahead and put up the kills. That's one of the toughest calls I'm trying to make, but Virgin Paths sent out. Sugar Zero down to 11. They're going to go ahead and send out the Nightfall, but don't really have anything tricky off the back of this one. It would seem, okay, never mind, Sugar Zero. This goes forward, but just far too low, and Sephiroth is feasting on this side of the map. Spam out, paint shells flying. Look at the dive into the back there is Potter, but it's going to be XDL. It's cutting them both down to size. The Spike now needs to be shipped immediately back to B. They do have the time to do this, but it's going to be weapons recovered. Granted, it's like one should be passed over here into the hands of Absol, given that everybody else has been damaged.
Yeah, exactly. The only one with full health, and that's really the only thing that gives me faith that Full Sense still has a shot, because otherwise the number advantage and now the full re-clear back around.
30 seconds
now, you
left.
do see Sephiroth continuing to push forward. That helps eliminate the choices on where the enemies will be coming from. Even the Nightfall to re-clear Heaven, that way they can group together, and Absol's going to re-clear it immediately for Zeta.
Dimensional Drift is there. Spams out Pina. Sees Sephiroth, Paranoia, forward into Heaven. As they're just going to be running this one down to try to get themselves onto the Spike, and they will be able to do so. XCL with 4. 1vx. Last, though, going to be cut down as XCL finds one, but TP forward Kadoom finds the kill. But quick little peek, a glimpse there from Honey Bunny. It's more than enough for him to find the kill onto Pina. Zico does nearly get caught, but manages to slide away, life intact. Push to the ramp, and Honey Bunny looking a lot more alive and well compared to what we are seeing on Pearl.
Yeah, that's another tough post plan again. 2v4, not good positions.
Doom will find one. He crash over the side, fakes it, re-peeks to find the third, but Absol arriving there at Heaven with the off. Not going to result in his death though, at least not for now. Looks back behind the box. Absol watching the front, but he's just going to get wrapped around on. I think he thought that maybe somebody was in position to try to cover, but there's a smoke on the rope. Nothing that they can do from Heaven as this starts getting away from Zeta Division. Poison Orb thrown down, Neural Theft getting the reveal. XDL trying to turn back, but cannot do so. Full Sense B, but will go in now towards this A side, spotting out plenty, but Eco out from ramp, able to find Laz. Kadoom going to be taken down. Dash forward, Potter will be able to peel a kill back.
Probably getting all sorts of confused, actually tagging all the way down onto the waylay. But either way, Zeta's holding them off, pushing them back, separating the forces of Full Sense. Potter lines him up for a full triple, but eventually gets traded down by a Sheriff to result in a thrifty.
Zeta now with a chance to try to tie it up here at the half. And that's the best way to start it off.
Absol coming online is a scary thought for Full Sense as he gets another with the operator, shutting down the attack.
The Absol that we were hoping to see, the one that we didn't really get a glimpse of versus Fnatic. Really becoming more and more comfortable, more and more confident as time goes on. Shorty out, but Decade down. Honey Bunny able to find one before getting taken out of the equation here. Absol spotting them over in the vent, relaying that, and then immediately dashing back over towards the spawn. Eco catches the one. Pain Shell's lobbed. Spike is recovered, but Sephiroth nowhere realistically to go. Eco not jumping out wide enough for this, and he is suspicious, but Absol is on point with that off. In Paris. Doing well. As okay, well, it's just going to be a firing squad here on the ramp as Full Sense quickly come away with 4 kills, and Sephiroth nearly gets himself a third in the round. Push out though, Honey Bunny down low.
members across.
Oh.
What? Okay.
That's just from main the screens. Honey Bunny out-dueling the Outlaw.
Well, that definitely weakens the hold that Full Sense had.
Oh, it's a
Spreads them
massive
thin.
shot.
Yeah.
Laz can grab it on a rotate as they get ready to come over here towards his A side. Potter quickly having to backpedal. Hits the dash, just get around the back of the pillar. The Prowler once again going to be chasing, but doesn't connect this time. It's Sephiroth striking from out of the smoke, able to find Sugar Zero. Eco gets one, Honey Bunny with a second. It's a 2v2, and Sephiroth has the recovered Vandal. Last packs push him back. Eco able to find the kill. Laz now waiting for the swing. Tries to make it happen, but he cannot. It's going to be a Google Play clutch from Eco. Tearing them apart. Showstopper out from Eco, building up at the previous, sends it, lobs it. Kadum cannot escape, and Eco plants his feet, draws out that Phantom, and looks for a little bit more. He will get taken down, but Honey Bunny is there to the rescue, and now a 2v4. Full Sense, deep walk down into mid. Swing on the corner, that's gonna be Potter, caught. Kadum, he's trying to play off of that one, but Widely should have just stayed tucked and maybe would have been able to catch some players off guard. Instead just swings into the open, and that's both duelists now dead. Zeta looking very well poised, if not guaranteed, to make it to 10.
Yeah, and look at the minimap as well, right? Lose full mid control, that draws two of them over, and now Full Sense, they basically have to go for a stack. It's the best choice you can make. You've got Cypher Util on the A side, and this might honestly give them a chance, given how well these guys can aim. They're in decent positions. Honey Bunny, the first scout, actually finds two, only gets one.
Trying to find that transfer, can't, but it doesn't really matter. Doom about to be at risk. It's just too many targets. Here's the exit behind him. Eco finds two. Sephiroth, however, answers back with two of his own. Paranoia sent over towards the elbow. Nightfall going to be dodged by one, but tag onto the other. Spike in hand here of Honey Bunny. The swing comes in. Sephiroth finds a third. Absol down to 7 HP. Has to exit out, but doesn't have the spike in hand. Otherwise, they may have been able to go for a pivot.
Yeah, you know, you got to stay alive first and foremost, but obviously you've given up so much space if you're Zeta division right now. Well, as with the reposition, you suspect that with the one-shot drop.
It's not believing in the clone here. It's a correct read. Absol still just 7 HP back around that corner, trying to make his way over to ramp, but you can see that Apina is considering this already, eyes trained in, trying to watch for Sugar Zero. The Haunt will go ahead and confirm it. Pull back around the corner, 20 seconds now remaining. Sugar Zero caught in this siege. Trying to fake a bit of a TP here, but we'll just get wrapped around on. Decent spot, however. Several players going to be noted as Showstopper goes out, lobs it into the corner, but the flash is there. Zico's able to find one, but Kadum hounds him down with a shorty. Laz now back sight. Finding himself a second kill. Sugar Zero does fall. Looking for a little bit more and eventually stabilizes as Absol will get picked off. Sephiroth at the same time!
Oh!
TP's over, swings out, but XTL!
And slows them down. Zeta somehow getting the correct read.
They're starting to make the noise now. Nightfall goes across. He's
Whoa,
just gonna try to go up, put
whoa.
over the top, the refract back here onto the ramp, but Honey Bunny's already closed the distance. He's just run him down. Potter trying to make a hero play, but it's looking a little bit foolish in the end, unfortunately. But the time has dwindled. Kadum able to find one, but this plant being stuck. Sugar Zero down to literal 1 HP. He can shift over. Laz screens to heaven. He could get a corpse, get that neural theft out. Get the ping reveal. Sugar Zero still fighting. Kadum dead. Sephiroth able to find Eco. Laz playing forward and just sprays across. And with Sugar Zero so damn low, 30 seconds left. Does get cleared in the meantime. The pitch in towards heaven, coming through. Potter striking, finding the first blood here in the round, but cannot get the second. Eco breaks through, but Sephiroth still here to try to hold the site. Quickly TP's back into alley, and for now, things opened up. The plant can come in.
4v3.
10 seconds.
Dimensional drift. It's a spot. Paranoia to hold them off at stairs. Spike now in play, planted. Kadum finding Absol, but taken down by Eco. 3v2 should be favored here for the side of Full Sense. Watch them run. They Sephiroth just TPing for a quick little check.
Oh,
Shot fired. Sugar Zero taken down all on Eco. Finds one. Another kill would get him that showstopper, but he's just not able to find it. Presence still over on that A side of the map. Rotation quickly coming through as Eco trying to keep it protected here, but Sugar Zero thinking that he's found a timing to slip down into the smoke, but it ends up being his undoing. Kadoom finds Eco. Absol's presence noted. The rotation's now having to come through. Zeta looking to try to gather all three remaining players. Get clustered up. Go for this retake. The spike not yet in play.
Yeah, just wanting to play it safe. You have the numbers advantage, but you don't have good coverage of the sites. A full sense. You still have a full minute to work with. I don't mind this. They don't exactly have util, so those go for the safe plan.
Spike planted.
Planted there at default. Honey Bunny. The one to fall. The double face, the triple face out from Garage.
Four.
There.
Because now you still have to fish for more. A double face and a trade.
Now 1 for 1 at the end. Sephiroth now going for the push, trying to hit that reset on the spray, but cannot get it. As Potter going up and over the top, and he lands right in front of Honey Bunny. Has him slowed, has him dead. It's now all down to Absol. The push forward through the cage, the catch there on the Laz. Has the time to get the plant in play. It gives him a dimensional drift, so he can try to just maybe do something cheeky with that.
Oh yeah, but with the changes, can't flash yourself out of it. It'd be risky.
Very true. Sends it out. Potter just doesn't know where it came from. Now they spot him out. And he's gonna have to rescale. Try to isolate this one. Finds the first, but cannot get the second. 14 to 12, full sense. Complete the run back. They complete the victory.